What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over how for the first time ever and the only way possible for you to get Shiny Meloetta. Meloetta came out in 2011, and for the last 13 years you have not been able to get this Pokemon shiny. It has been shiny locked until now. This space in your shiny dex right here, it's been always blacked out. It's been always empty, and now it's finally time. It's not even like it was a distribution only. It was completely unavailable. Thanks to a new event going on in Pokemon HOME, you can get it. Now, I'm fairly certain you can do this without the Pokemon HOME subscription, but it would make it a lot easier if you did have the subscription. And a lot of people do have the subscription, so I don't think that's that much of an issue anyways. In the new Pokemon update, there's something called the Pokemon Guidebook, which just shows you Pokemon stats, evolution lines, its different form, and related videos, which just seem to be a whole bunch of Pokemon for Kids clips. But along with this update, we now have gifts for completing Pokédexes for specific games. First up, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you complete the Paldea Pokédex, Kitakami Pokédex, and Blueberry Pokédex, you'll receive a Shiny Meloetta. If you go into Pokédex and go to games, you're going to see that you have the 3 different Pokédexes here. So you do have to have the DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in order to complete this. Inside of the Blueberry Pokédex, you'll see I have mostly everything. How am I missing Chansey? Chansey was in the base game. Yeah, I have Chansey right here. Well, okay, I'm gonna come on here and make a list of who I need. Actually, I should just do quick little screenshots, make my life a little bit easier. And luckily I already did all the starters, because that's a long one. I know for a fact that I have a bunch of these. Like, how do I not have Chansey down here? What I'm thinking is maybe at some point it was in there, and then since the DLC update happened, it hasn't been in there, so it didn't register. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just test it with Magnemite, because Magnemite was one of the Pokemon that I didn't have in here. So let's put it in there, and I'm gonna go ahead and save. Magnemite is now showing up, so I'm guessing that I put Magnemite in here during the base game, but not since the DLC. It's just a matter of throwing them all back in once again. You might be in the exact same situation. I'm really dreading that Sinnoh Pokédex. Oh god, I only have 24 registered Pokemon of the Sinnoh Pokédex. I'll worry about those when those challenges come up. I don't know that they're gonna release more Shiny Lock Pokemon, so there's also a really fantastic time for me to plug my Pokemon HOME Living Dex. This is a project that I've been working on. Thank you to PokeJungle for hosting this, about a Google Sheet that you can go ahead and download and organize all of your living decks. I made a video on the basics of using it in case you're not familiar with Google Sheets, also how I have the code set up. It's already on version 1.3.2, and I have all the patch notes in there. Every time something else comes out, it's added in there. There's sprites. It's a fantastic thing for you to organize your home with. I've also seen a lot of people customize it in their own different ways, so helpful stuff in there. I think I have 5 different versions of the living decks, both a regular and a shiny one, so make your life easier with that. It turns out I have most of them. I just switch traded them to other games to complete their Pokédexes, so I just need to go ahead and trade all of them back. Keep in mind, anytime you're doing a massive amount of... Thanks, Wingle. Anytime you're doing a massive amount of trades, you want to go to the least congested area possible, and that actually happens to be this little island down here all the way at the bottom right of the map. If you're on the south side, facing the south side, you're actually looking at the world's end, and because of that, all of your trades are going to be faster. Now, if you're only trading 5 or 10 Pokemon, it's not that big of an issue, but when you're trading, 20 or 30, yeah, it can add up. This is my morning, and we just come in here and we drag all them in. I still think I'm missing a few. We are now at 236. I still need Chansey, Numel, regular Porygon. Oh, and then I also tested the Quillfish. Just like the real Kitakami Dex, you have to have the Hisuian Quillfish caught in the game. I just need 4 more. Cool. I always forget the command to glide instead of just coast. Is it plus? Left stick. And then it's opposite of how a real plane flies. Okay. Camera up should be right up here. Thank you, sir. You gonna make my life easy with my 1 quick ball, please? Yep, you sure are. Thanks. Hello, yes, I'm your #1 customer because I've never seen anyone else ever come in here for anything ever. Egg power level 2, thank you. That ditto's gonna be getting real busy. Okay, first, this Overquill, you need to be holding an Everstone, which means that for me to do group breeding, Ditto also needs to hold an item, or I just take everyone else out of the party. And honestly, it just seems a lot easier to take everyone else out right now. Yo, imagine being so full of yourself as a Pokemon that you have your own initials on your tail. Am I doing something wrong here? These two should have definitely made an egg by now. Why did that take so long? Okay, Blissy's turn. I only have 4 to do, but if you have a lot more than 4, then doing this breeding method is probably worth your while. Especially if you have to do like 30 or 40 of them. And then we just try back and forth, over and over. Hatch these eggs with the Flame Body Pokemon to reduce our egg phases and our steps, and then we're GG's. It was right now that I forgot that you no longer have to hold incense for baby forms. Ah, there's Chansey. Gonna make my life easy with a quick ball? Please, ma'am. Thank you. Go ahead and just bring all these guys in here. All of them, every single one. Okay, oh, we got some exclamation marks now. So now if we go to the Pokédex and we go to games, we'll see that Blueberry Pokédex is complete. Oh, Grand Oak. Brilliant, one step closer to fulfilling my dream of creating a grand Pokédex. I see you've registered every single Pokemon in the Paldea, Kitakami, and Blueberry Pokédex. You are most certainly the right one to entrust with this monumental task. Absolutely brilliant. I hope you keep up the fantastic work. And here we go. Without any prompt or anything else, mystery gift. If you already completed all 3 of these dexes, you could probably just log in, click the exclamation mark, and you're good. Check your gift box. What's my gift box? Mystery gifts. Gift box. Here it is. Game completion commemoration #1. Claim. Inside of my sheet, I can go ahead and mark Meloetta as available. If you have the sheet, this is going to be updated just naturally on its own. I just updated the servers now, so eventually you'll have this icon here. I also updated like the Galarian birds, who are no longer set as distribution only because you can get them in Pokemon Go. So you're going to see those change from distro only to regular. And here in our box 1, there is our Meloetta. I should also add that this event, along with the Magearna Pokedex completion, those don't have an expiration date, so it's not like you have to do this right now, but since there's no Pokemon game coming out this season, you might as well, right? Go ahead, complete your dexes. Start with this one, and then the BDSP dex. Getting war flashbacks from that game. I did not enjoy BDSP. Oh, I should probably send out Meloetta like where you catch it, right? Yeah, this looks good enough, right? While riding a so take me off the Pokemon. And look, there we go. The world's first Shiny Meloetta. You're not very tall, are you? Can you come closer to the camera for a thumbnail, please? Could you go back to floating? You were taller then. Oh, you fell asleep. Okay. There we go. Perfect. And that's how you can get the first ever Shiny Meloetta, no longer Shiny Locked. It's a momentous day in Pokemon history for Shiny hunters all around the world, even though this has nothing to do with hunting a Shiny Pokemon. If you found this helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.
Man, they see me shining like I got the charm. Stay strapped, got that jet ball in my palm. Fell from the sky, guess I'm the chosen one. And if you need to know how, check out Austin John. Champion flow, yeah, I got that champion flow.